Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've been putting together this little website here. It's a product sales page, a bit of a sales funnel that sort of takes you down the page. To some pricing options, and you can go ahead and click on it and buy your actual product. Now, in our last video we set up our product, so we're all ready to go. In this one, let's customize our product page. We'll take a look at it at the moment. And here it is. I mean, it's okay, it works and everything. People can add it to the cart and buy it, but we really want to make it our own. So let's do that with Divi's inbuilt theme customizer. Just close out a few of these windows here. We'll go down to Divi and we'll go to our theme builder that will let us build custom pages. Now at the moment we don't have anything here. At some point, or after we've done everything else, we're going to add a global footer to our site. But at the moment we just want to work on the checkout and the product pages themselves. So let's add a new template and decide what we want it to affect. We want it to affect all products. Let's create the template. Now I'm going to add a custom body. I'm going to build a custom body. I'm going to go ahead and build from scratch. I'm going to add two columns because I'll have the images on the left and a short description and price and everything on the right. And it's prompted us to put in some modules. And if we look down the bottom here, because we've got WooCommerce installed, Divi's given us an extra dozen or so modules with WooCommerce right here. And I want Woo images. And I've got to choose the product, which I'm going to leave on this product. If I do that, it's going to work for every product on the page. What elements do we want? We want the featured image and we want the gallery images, and we'll show the sales badge if there are any, but there aren't on this, so it doesn't really matter about that. Don't want to link it to anything and don't want to give it a background, so we're good with that one. Let's move on over to this side. And first thing we want is the product title. Let's go down to our WooCommerce. There's the Woo title. And again, I'm going to say this product. And we'll customize these in a moment. That's absolutely fine. Let's go to our section now and give it a gradient background, and then we'll customize what we've got going on inside. I'm going to go to content, background. I'm going to give it a gradient. Just hit that background gradient button and I'll leave the blue there. I'm just going to add a purple, I think, to the bottom, something like that. That's great, fantastic. Now then, I want to change that title to white, I believe. So we'll go to the design, title text. I'm going to make it a little bit bolder, semi-bold, and I'm going to make it white. And it's fine where it is. Now underneath there we really want a description, so let's add a new module and we'll say Woo description, and we can, I'm going to leave that on this product again. We can choose the short or the long. Short's absolutely fine for me because I think if I put the long description in there, just a regular description, there'll be too much of it. Yeah, that's too much. So let's leave it on the short description. Let's go to our design, and again, I'm going to make that light in color. So I'm on the text tab. I'm just going to give it a white color. That's absolutely fine. You can bring it up a little bit in size if you want to. Great. Right, underneath there, I guess we need to put add to cart. So we'll add that one. Down to the bottom to the Woo tabs, Woo price. There we go. Again, I want to make that fairly big. going to leave it on this product. Again, I'm leaving all of these on this product, so it'll choose whatever product selected and apply this page to all of them. Great. So I want that price to be a bit bigger and a bit bolder, so price text. We've not got a sales price, so I don't need to worry about that. I'll make it white. We'll make it a little bit bolder as well, semi-bold perhaps. There we go, and let's bring it up a little bit in size. And of course we need to add an add to cart button underneath, so let's add that one. Down to the woos. Woo add to cart. There we go. And the only thing I really want to change here is the color of those and the color of the button itself. Again, I'm going to leave it on add to cart. You can choose the elements you want to show here if you want to, but I want quantity and I want stock as well. That's fine. In fact, I don't need to show stock, but quantity that they want to buy, we'll use that. Let's go to our design. Change that text color to white so it can be read a little bit easier. And again, I think I'll just zoom that up a little bit. That's fine. These I'm happy with. Read that perfectly well. But we've actually got no options on ours, so they won't appear anyway. Next thing I want to do is to go to the buttons. I want to use custom styles for my button. Text style is fine. Text color. I want to add a background color to the button. I'm going to make it purple. I want the color of the text to be white. Don't want that border around it particularly, so I can either make it purple or take the border away. I think I'll go ahead and take the border away. There we go. Now when I hover over that button, I want it to turn blue. So we'll go to our color where it says button background here, hit the little arrow, hit the hover option, and put in whatever color you want it to be on hover. There we go. So we're good to go with that. Now I want to add a notice that it's been added to the cart, and I also want to put the countdown timer up here. So I'm going to add a new row. It's a green button for a row. I'm going to go down here and add the cart notice. There we go. And again, let's just change that color a little bit there, design wise. Let's make the button purple, exactly like we did with the other button. I'll leave the text color white. Background color I'm going to make purple. That's absolutely fine. Don't want a border on it. That's great. Now our actual notification background, let's make that blue, a darker blue. There we go. That's good. I'm going to pop this up the top, so when it pops up, people will see it at the top there. So let's save that. One more thing I want to do is add the countdown timer to the page as well to give a sense of urgency. So we saved that as a section, so I'm going to hit add new section. I'm going to say add from library. There's our timer. Now I'm going to pop this one all the way up to the top. There we go. All I did was grab it, left clicked on the little cross there and pulled it to where I want it. And I'm going to pull this row up underneath it so that when they add it to the cart, it'll pop up above the image there so they can see it. Great, so I think we're done with customizing the product page. So before we save it, let's have a look at the old one. That's right there. Now let's save it and see what changes we've got. Let's save the page changes. And exit out. Make sure our Changes are all saved. Now let's go and refresh our page and see what we've got. And there it is. There's our little MacBook Pro. We've got our countdown timer at the top. We can go ahead and add it to the cart when we're ready. Once you've added it to the cart, the notification is going to pop up there, and you can go ahead and view the cart. And guess what's going to be our next task? You got it. Let's customize our cart page. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please ring the bell, give it a thumbs up, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.